Alrighty, hello people. Hope you're having a good day. Uh, Finally got the video I've been promising for like a month out, so that feels good. And I have to start prepping for a G&K tomorrow. So that should be fun. And of course, I'm going to prep by doing something entirely unrelated. I have been obsessed with Armored Core. It is legitimately pushed back the release date of this getting into standard video and my next video, hey Andre, by like at least a week. I have put in so many freaking hours into Armored Core. It's been a lot of fun. Oh, thanks. That's very kind. I'm not too happy with it, to be all things considered. I would like it to be more than it was, but I think it's better to be out there as it is than not out there. So that's kind of where I'm sitting on it for now. Sorry, I'm just fiddling with my light. Oop. Oh, thank you. You're the best. Cookies have arrived. But yeah, and also Andre, if you do want to play some Eternal today, I'd be happy to do that. I think the other thing though I'm thinking is like, okay, how can I build a runner deck that feels kind of like I'm playing a mech, and there really isn't anything, I think. But as is going to be a reasonable approximation, right? We can do, let's just build Masterwork Q Loop as and see what we can do. I know some people have been doing this, and it seems like it should be fun. But let's see. The Class Act, probably want 3 of those. I know people don't. I know there's some weird Q Loop prognostic stuff that can be annoying. Trying to think. So, is environmental testing a job? No, it's just a empty resource. How's it to hear, Andre? Any chance I'd be free on a Thursday night? Yeah, I could be free on a Thursday night. So this upcoming Thursday, I can probably make that work. You can shoot me a Discord message later if we want to like confirm it, not in the stream chat. But yeah, let's do it. Okay. So, let's see. I mean, it's only fair for me taking over your chat last night, so at least for a little while. Man, I feel like Criminal have so many good cards. I just like keep putting things in and going, oh yeah, I should include this, I should include this. So, let's see. There's a part of me that was like, oh, I could play Debbie. Install a prepaid for 0. And I can convert these credits to installs if I set things up right. Basically everything is a run event right now. Bahia Bands does seem quite good. I'll maybe do a flip switch. Let's see. What do we got for hardware that's really good? Oh, she is good with twinning, you're right. That would be a good way for us to win. Zenith Ship, Wake Implants. Let's see. Dockland seems quite good, though now we're pretty heavy, oops, on HQ. Hey, Matt. Thanks for stopping by. Let's do Sneak Door Beta. Man, I feel like I'm just like filling up with good cards and like... Do I not have Dirty Laundries in yet? Holy moly. Okay. So we have 14 run events. And we could probably include some more. What are we looking like for... Yeah, I'm trying to think about Chesney. We don't have a ton of MU, and I don't really like running MU. Like, it's just such an awkward... Yeah, I'm wondering if I was thinking about Slap UAV, and this is a ritzy job. We play 2, we play Slap Vandal, we play 3, we play some Poison Vials. And probably just 3x Monkey Wrench. Actually, Monkey Wrench Amakua could be a thing, maybe. Okay, so if we're gonna go in this direction, we'd probably want to be playing Sauce. This is Saucy's, I believe. Could do a Monkey Wrench though. Maybe. Amakua. Maybe we just go all in on Amakuas. Because we have like other tricks, right? Oh goodness, we're at 48 cards. Okay. Okay, we're at 49 cards. We're going in the right direction. Poison Vial, probably don't need 3 of them. Maybe? I will say, like, Poison Vial, Slap Vandal is the best way to break Bran in the format, I think. I wish I could, like, DJ Arasana. That would be really nice. But Arasana's a natural? Is that right? Why is... Oh my goodness. I brain not work today. Natural. No fun, no fun. We could have let other factions be Shaper, but we had to just let Shaper be Shaper. Okay. Let's cut the Monkey Wrench. Let's put in a single Rubicon switch. Yeah. Oh, it has to be res this turn. Ooh, okay, never mind. For some reason I thought Rubicon Switch could be rezzed. Could work on res ice that was rezzed previously. Now I understand Andre's stream from yesterday makes much more sense. Okay. We're slowly chipping away. Probably do want 2 mutual favors though. Okay, so this is Urban Artist as This doesn't seem terrible. It's 46 rather than 45 with 4 unspent influence. A cheeky contaminate, maybe? We could go into the depths? Just once. Oh. Do we want a joyride? Oh, Hush is a great shout out. Okay, so once I need to make 3 cuts. This is not making cuts, this is just swapping slots around. Actually, no, we can make a cut slot there. Bum, bum, bum. You know what? No, we can... Yeah, I forgot that we have draw on our console. We'll try this. This is gonna crash and burn in an absolutely fantastic way. Because I've lost the plot a bunch, but let's get this going. Okay, let's try that again. Oh boy, I sure hope that didn't just publish. That would be sad. That would be funny. As McCaffrey. It's gonna be unbeatable on JNet. Yeah, don't know that I have that much confidence, but I appreciate it nonetheless. Oh yeah, thanks for stopping by, Exeron. Yeah, I am almost done with New Game Plus Plus. Or no, I'm about halfway through New Game Plus Plus, but... Apologies, Jeremy, I misunderstood. Here. Alright, I maybe don't need this music going to my headphones. Oh, hey, 53.5, thanks for stopping by. Yeah, today's video is mostly about just trying to get people into Standard. For people that are, like, deep in Standard, I don't know that it's going to be the most exciting video, but I am hoping, you know, if you are a long-time YouTube video watcher, I hope to have some stuff put together really soon on kind of breaking down the meta in a more systematic way. And actually, I might, if there's an enterprising viewer who wants to help me fix data entry names, I would love to have someone help. How would Arms Dealer versus Mutual be here? So what weapons do we have that we care about? Because it's like, does pulling a Poison Vial and Amakua do more for us than being able to pull Amakua and then also being able to pull a Slap Vandal? That's just kind of my thinking, Thanos. So I want to be able to pull Slap Vandals as well, but I'm also now, as I'm looking at this list, realizing I have literally no way to break a virtual service agent. Yeah, Revolver is good. I'm a huge fan of Revolver. It should maybe be in this list. It's one of the things I actually really want to try out for criminal lists that are like real lists and not this. Yeah, Game of Droids. I have like a long list of corp names that will include stuff like just op, not ops, super heavy logistics, : extract Excel, blah blah blah. Hey Augustus, we're goofing around tonight. I've got a little bit. I've got a G&K tomorrow, but I don't really know what to play, and right now I'm playing some absolutely silly as nonsense with UAV. Maybe we'll play some Urasana later. Actually, the thing I meant to play and try out was a calibration testing op. Jackmade reached out to me and was like, "You should play this. It's really good." And I looked at the list and I go, "It's not what I want to play, but it's not like my style of op exactly, but it's pretty good." So definitely gonna give that one a try later tonight. I played it against Whiteblade. We had an incredibly close 8-turn game. Literally came to what if you could top deck off the top of R&D. But yeah, I don't know. Been having a as I was talking about at the start of the stream, been a little bit slow on Netrunner stuff, mostly because I've been swamped with Worlds Prep, Armored Core, work. Like, turns out something, sometimes I have to, you know, do a real job, as much of a bummer as that is. But cool gaming droid. Yeah, this hopefully should be pretty quick. It should be a pretty small number of things, so I'll try and remember to ping you afterwards, because that just saves me a lot of time. But don't feel obligated to do it as well, because it's definitely not fun working and stuff I can't do. Hey, Talk, thanks for coming by. Yeah, we're having a fun night playing a silly runner first, and then we'll probably play, I think, some calibration testing op. I think having 5 ways to fetch Tucana is a pretty big, a nice thing. I'm not as sold on this ice suite, and I'm not sold on the 3 audacities. I think that's 1 audacity too much. I think you just end up bidding an audacity to an audacity way too often. But it's a very cool list, and I'll be excited to see it go. But yeah, for those of you who are not aware, Worlds is coming up. It is like shockingly close. I think it's in like 2-ish weeks. No, it's the 13th. Yeah, it's 2 weeks from today is the first event. Yeah, I think it's Worlds gonna be recorded or streamed at all? Ask 53.5. Yes, it is. So it's gonna be streamed on the Null Signal Games Twitch, and then saved over to their YouTube. We have a team of live commentators rather than just making Andre and Neuropanzer do the whole thing themselves. So we've got yeah. Got a whole team. We're going to have, I think, the team event streamed, and then both day 1 and day 2 of standard, which is something I'm really excited about. I'm going to be there as one of the, or I think as the head judge, though I think I'm going to have at least one other person helping me out in a sort of head judge-ish capacity. But yeah, Worlds will be streamed. I think Andre has said he's going to try and do some vlogs. Yeah, I'll have to see. Maybe I can try and convince some of the people that, oh, I won't be staying with them this year. That's going to make that a harder sell. But maybe I'll try and convince some of the snare bearers to do a recording of some of their house session time so people can see some of the fun of being in a World's testing house. But if I don't do it, you know, one of the other testing groups should do it, because I think it's super, super fun. A little bummed to say, yeah, Worlds is going to be really hyped. And I think it's going to be, like, I feel like this meta is such an interesting meta for Worlds, because it's, like, there are good decks for everyone right now. Like, basically every single faction has a good deck, and figuring out what the best deck is, like, not easy to do. I want to give a little shout out to myself or not to myself, but to some stuff I was on. This is a sick hand, though. Which is the Slums cast. They just did an episode that had me, Ronki Doge, and CTZ on. We actually recorded it somewhat recently, but do I like Diversion? I feel like it's Diversion. Yep, that's fine. Credit. Bravado server. Oh, this is a Rashida. I look like the biggest fool. Okay. Regalith is alright. Okay. Let's go draw. Ooh, that's good. We're gonna just go, I think I just want to see what this ice on server 1 is. There's really not much that threatens me here. Ooh, okay, that's not pleasant though. Well, we have quite a bit of info. But yeah, I went on Slumpscast. It was me, Ronky Doge, CTZ, along with the usual guests of Neuropanzer and Orbital Tangent. And we just talked about Cascadia and talked about the meta and how lovely it was. And, you know, I really do hope that it's a small thing encouraging people to go to, you know, more local Netrunner events. Even if they're not giant ones. Ooh, that's a sick rips. Nope. This looks like sort of... I haven't seen Malapert in Op in quite a while. I think the Docklands is maybe the worst card here. Yeah, it was a fun conversation, and we did talk about the fact that, like, this is the sort of meta where it seems like you can play whatever fits you the best stylistically, and you can make it work, which is something that has not been true in the meta for quite a while. There's been a few people that will, like, try and pioneer their own stuff and make something happen, but it's pretty uncommon. I'm now realizing I was supposed to put the Slap Vandal on the bottom there so that I could do turns of like HQ or Docklands Pass, Sneak Door Beta, go. Because like this obviously is going to look a little awkward for me. So what we're going to do is we're going to draw. I think we're going to go for the long game here. So I'm going to run R&D. I will trash it to Kana. Let's install daily casts. And we'll install a flip switch to get our as value. Yep, so we're going to score an Atlas probably. Oh, and above the law. Well, that hurts. I think we can make it hurt back, though. Yeah, I really should have put the Docklands at the bottom of my deck. I almost want to use the Boomerang so I can do an early shuffle, but I think that's not really correct. Ooh, Biobands feels good here. We're going to run R&D. We're going to draw 2 cards. We're going to install a card from the grip, paying 1 less. Now we can diversion. And that feels okay. We've managed to land one of our 2 diversions that we found, which is quite good for being this shallow in the stack. Yeah, and we've got Boomerang on Enigma here, which is pretty solid. We're going to be at 7 credits. We draw, we install UAV, yeah, we'll be okay. We'll be okay here. This deck maybe does want twinning, actually, if we're going to have... Rude. Extracting my Slap Vandal. I spent influence on that card. That's funny. Also, I don't think I said hey to Epic Win. Thanks for coming by. But yeah, I don't know. This is, what are we looking for? Tucana. Yep, makes a lot of sense. An extract does mean you've got a lot of threats against me. Okay, so we can, like, do a triple install. We did not find it. Let's just go... Actually, no. We're gonna... fine, whatever. This is gonna strand this boomerang for sure, but... Alright, that could fire. This should slow Beeblum down. They'll drop down to 3 credits, I think. Oh, once again, putting the hush on the bottom. Is this an off-world office? No, it's an atlas with a counter. That probably gets them on extract, if I had to make a guess. Oh, they Malapert for the extract. Yeah. Yeah, I haven't been playing any Malapert in quite a bit, which, you know, maybe is wrong. Alright, so these poison vials seem atrocious here. Yeah. Good job popping the Spin Doctor. Draw. Okay. We'll install that for 1 credit. So Beeblums can't really try and score this turn. I say as they go for a score this turn. Okay, so... Okay, so if I put down Saucy on development, or not Saucy, I can go install Slap Vandal, install Poison Vial, spending 2 credits, and make the run. And probably get a Rashida for my troubles, so I think we draw first. Oh, that's good. Oh, I actually pay, like, nothing for this. This is cool. Alright, so now I get to click for once a turn and, like... break lots of ice for fun. Like, this would maybe be better in Arasana. And, like, man, it would be so nice. Getting rid of that is also good. The Malapert Data Vault, though, is too expensive to go. Yeah, I mean, we just broke the envelopment for effectively 2 credits. No, much more than 2 credits effectively. But, you know, this is actually a pretty... This is, like, the interaction that you'd be trying to build around here. I actually think it would be correct of... Beeblum here to click for a credit and extract this envelopment. Yeah, just put a border control on server 1 and it becomes very, very difficult for me to get anywhere with this deck here, I think. Let's see, how many border controls? We see only 1 border control, so there should still be 2 in the deck. And then we can just go and start advancing out of the remote, which I feel like has to be the line here. Seamless launch is... we did see a seamless launch. It's not there anymore. It's definitely an interesting card. Oh, a Whoredom on HQ. Okay, well, I think that tells me what I have to do. My opponent's going to tell me where they are. I'm going to oblige them, I think. Yeah, maybe that second or that third run was not needed. And I could have gone for a draw. I think the reason I'm kind of okay with this is I get to go Saucy, Sneak Door, draw next turn. Yeah, where are those orange cards? This looks much more like a Shaper deck. Add Audacity. Oh, okay, so we're scoring here. Interesting. So what are we fetching? Another Extract. Okay. So I have to go draw. Man, I really think I actually need this Q loop here. Okay, that's not great though. This was Sure Gamble on a Buy-Up Bands. Okay. Oh, Buy-Up Bands Q loop is also a weird anti-synergy. Are we getting Rashida? I think I have to actually contest this Rashida. Draw. Gamble. Maybe I don't. Let's run R&D. Okay, let's go. Okay. Yeah, I don't think it's good, but it's definitely fun. Okay. So I have Masterwork on the top of the stack, so I want to install that on my next turn. There are 2 Slap Vandals and 1 Amakua, I believe, because I am the greediest person around. Oh, jeez. Okay. Yeah. Well, this is sort of what I would expect to happen when going up against a competent deck, but that's all right. Oh, wow. Yeah, Snake Door Bait is a card people have just like stopped thinking about. But yeah, it's anyway. For the game, it actually did a good bit of work, and I guess if we had hit the Audacity, we'd probably actually just completely flip the game script. Okay, so what did we learn from this? That actually Slap Vandal Poison Vial is pretty sick. I probably actually don't want a Mutual Favor and probably do just want a second Amakua. Joyride and Buy-Up Bands. The Buy-Up Bands did actually feel decent. But you know what? Let's go the opposite direction of what I just said. And we're gonna go for a second Joyride. And then the other thing we really needed was a Masterwork so that we could get our cards down at the start of a run. Do I actually need 2 Zenith chip? I feel like this is fine. We're gonna stick with this for now. We could probably play a single prepaid voice pat. Oh, twinning we also thought about. Yeah. If we're gonna play, the problem is that we're already playing Docklands Pass and 2 Wake Implants, so twinning just feels so excessive. But it's probably right. Oh, Aesop's is actually a really good shout. Though I guess we're spending that influence on UAV, so it's like you either play UAV or you play. You play UAV or you play Aesop's. The other thing I've been thinking about is maybe you could play... how much influence is Spec Work? It's 1, right? Yeah, so maybe you could play Saucy Spec Work. and like you find like some other incidental programs or something. I don't know. Oh, so Andre, I did mention Rubicon, but I did not realize that Rubicon only worked on the turn that you use it, that you res, and this deck is actually playing pretty aggressively early, so it doesn't seem like it wants to be Rubicon. That might be wrong, but I don't know. I didn't get to see. I know you were trying some version of it for a bit, but I missed the back half of the stream where you maybe we're going to tune it a bit more. But okay, it was terrible. I remember you were playing a Rubicon Arasana like really early in the meta that seemed like it was like slightly better than I was expecting it to be, but. Yeah, spec work I think is like a little bit. I honestly think for a lot of decks that want to be playing, yeah, you just can't run until you have Rubicon. But sorry, I'm being distracted by bad memes. Yeah, a lot of decks that do want to play Aesops right now can probably just play Specworks and be in a good spot because there's just not that many targets for Aesop's pawn shop anymore. Yeah, I really like, if we had like a Levy back, I feel like you could make it work. I've actually been thinking about in Arasana playing a single. Hey, no, I'm playing a non-Rubicon as. I'm playing a Slat Vandal UAV as. What's the card? It's not Restore. It's a Shaper card. And it is a resource that lets you install. What is it called? Reclaim, that's the card. I've thought about running a single Reclaim in as. Click trash, install a program or piece of hardware from your heap, paying its install cost. Yeah. It's like, is a fourth very slow simul chip worth the slot because you're running some additional things? This has no draw, but a very aggressive opening. Yeah, this card, it's, you know, it's like, it makes sense that we're trying to see more of it. I actually wanted to play an Ace list that was not playing Sure Gambles and was instead playing Greasing the Palms. And I kind of want to see how that works. If this is a magnet, I have to subtract 3 credits here because I'm just a sad boy, but... Sure, that can fire. I actually think the draw is a little bit more important than the Sure Gamble here. Because I don't have any natural draw in this hand. Oh, I thought it was a Rashida. A turn 1 Ikoa score. Wild. Okay, we're gonna run HQ. Even though there was a Gatekeeper fire, I think it's unlikely you purge your entire hand. I want to know roughly what your econ's gonna look like. Okay, Drafter is good to know. Trash a card from hand on reclaim to be used for Strike Fund and Steel Skin. That's actually an interesting synergy. Okay, we're gonna draw. Beautiful. Let's go. You love to see it. Just top deck for the win. I think we actually have like roughly 5 or 6 hits that make that work. I think we still want to keep drawing here. I have, what, 3 Masterworks, 2 Class Acts, and a Zenith ship. Like, I should find draw at some point. We also have the one of Joyride. All this will have to do. So it's run HQ twice, run R&D, and draw a card. Probably not in that order, because if we draw a Joyride, we can do this slightly differently. Okay, yeah, we're definitely getting punished for missing our Amakua here. Okay, Amakua seems good here. We need one more counter to get over Truvius, another counter beyond that to get over Hot Mick. So if they go install an ice, I think it's run HQ, run R&D, run server 1. Okay, I think in this case it's actually going to be... Oh wait, how did we get to 3? I missed that somehow. Aurela Salvatore. Okay, that card's literally blank. Gamble. Saucy. Run HQ. So I think it's more likely they put the drafter. Actually, okay. So this line, the reason I'm going for this line is because if they hit me with a Mick, I want to be able to lose all my stuff gracefully. But because this ended up being a drafter, it ends up being a little bit silly. But now we know that that's probably the Mick on R&D. So I think it's Gamble, run server 1. Okay, so I get my Amakua here. So I actually might try and run R&D now. Need to draw. Okay, great. Yep. Fully break the Mick. If they want to pop it here, I don't think I mind, but they shouldn't, and they don't. Yeah, I'm trashing this one way or the other. I'm trashing this one way or the other. Bran and Illuminal. Okay. So we know they're drawing a Bran here without enough credits to use it. So I think our turn might actually just be run HQ twice. And then... Okay, so we know that this isn't Rashida. So I actually have to run this remote. It could be a Manic Arm. So I think I might do something like Saucy. So, okay, if this is Vovo, do I care? I don't think I do. Because there's no ice in archives. I definitely need to be drawing here. That's the mistake I'm making right now. We know that R&D is completely fresh cards. So it might actually be worth spending 3 to see the next 2. Okay. Let's draw first. Yeah, this is why we draw first, right? Oh, you're right. I did just cost myself 2 credits for no reason. Sorry, Celestial Spark. I have not been looking at the chat. I think they could pop here as well. Manic Arm, that's fine. Seamless Launch, that's all good. So this is probably the turn where they purge. Because we can get over the brand now. So we know there was a Manic Arm on top, so that's what they just put in server 1, I think. I have not been drawing enough this game by any stretch of the imagination. Okay, so I think it's going to be take my clicks. We're not going to bounce Saucy. We're going to draw. I think we're just going to run server 1. And once they show me the Manic Arm, I think I just let it bounce. Like, I don't need to actually spend the credits now. I just want to, like, 100% guarantee that I'm not losing to silly nonsense here. Okay, we will draw. That's what we like to see. I would have liked to have seen it several clicks ago, but that's fine. Zenith Chip, I think, actually makes the rest of our game plan good. So now they did not draw last turn, right? Oh, they did. So I don't know this card. So I could be in trouble here. You know, we could put Cubons in this list. They are only 1 influence. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to boomerang the drafter. We're going to draw. We're going to be really annoyed that we did those in that sequence. Like, extremely annoyed. And then I'm just going to run archives, I think. Okay. So if they just go install in the remote, like click for 2 credits, I think I just run the remote click 1 so I can fully break the brand. Okay, now they can't res the brand. They can res a gatekeeper, but they go pretty much broke doing so. Okay. done. So we actually just have to send it at server 1 here. They don't have that much ice that stops us. It has to be a mick, which means they wouldn't be able to actually score out here. Okay, that's going to do some good work. Let's see. So we're going to install Masterwork. Oh my god, does this get us in? No, it doesn't get us in. We're gonna run archives. This draws us a card. I just have to hope that they don't have 2 Seamlesses in hand, which I'm pretty sure they do. So we'll install Slat Vandal here, I guess. Oh, they didn't have it. Okay. That's great for me. Because now, what can I do? Can I let Drafter fire? I think I have to. I basically have to see all agendas off the top here. Wait, do I install this? Okay. So I'm just trying to win off of the 3 cards I see here, I guess. Where are we installing this? Unseen card probably goes on R&D here. Or did it go in server 1? No, it goes on R&D. That makes sense. Oh, let's go! Draw. Alright, I guess we're gonna go... I mean, this is a 0% line if my opponent knows what they're doing. Yeah, this is actually just an entirely 0% line, but that's alright. Okay, yeah. So we definitely need a little bit more draw. Yeah, I actually think it might be 2 Joyrides. Okay, we're going to cut the twinning, which I definitely did not want, and put in a Joyride, which I definitely did. Okay. Buy Bands is also just the better version, but hey look, someone's saying thanks for the match for playing a singular game. Single-sided Swiss! Alright. Let's play some op here. We got some serious stuff to try out to see if I want to bring it to the GNK tomorrow. YouTube! Okay. Let's see. Here we are. I think it's this one. Oh, hey, JNet's starting to hop up a little bit. Or maybe my people are just stream sniping me. He says them jokingly. Can we keep this hand? I don't think we need to. Okay, we should have kept that hand. Yeah, Rashida Ice Wall and hope that you draw a second piece of ice is probably correct there. Ooh, okay. Let's go do remote HQ. Server 1. And we probably actually let them get this Kali testing here. So we've got to be installing something here, I think. Fermenter seems not bad. So next turn I can score the slash and burn for the low cost of all of my money. I said I wasn't going to rest this. With 2 clicks left, do I change my mind here? No, I don't think I do. Yeah, because it would be 3, 4, and then I'd Audacity and I'd get a single Tucana trigger. Okay, that's much better. I don't think I'm supposed to be trying to score this slash and burn. I wonder if this deck is supposed to be playing like a single Malapert. It's on like 3 ice walls, from what I remember. So that you can do Scorn on Zeph with a slash and burn, fetch a Spin Doctor. Okay, so we're playing Patchwork, Guinea Pig, Ghost Tongue. Okay, so we're just doing normal nonsense. Okay, we're gonna do this, and I think we're gonna do this on server 1. Yeah, Malapert and Ob seems really good. Like, the amount of times I had to do like weird I've spent Atlas counters for extracts is like surprisingly high. I think there's a lot of things I want to fix about this list. Like, okay, change the Audacity into a Malapert actually seems good. I don't think you need 3 ice walls, and I think you probably want 2 sandstones and 1 of the 5/1. I think Envelopment's just a good card. Draw. I might have to score this slash and burn because I'm just fucking bricking. My goodness. Oh, did I miss an opportunity to pop a 4 ping fermenter? No, they did it 3. I don't care. Honestly, I don't care about them going for a single against this hand. If they steal the slash and burn, I'm not even sure I'd feel that bad. Okay, great. This is exactly what we wanted. This is what we want on R&D, and now we just click for a credit. Yeah, the 2-cost slot game of droids is the hardest slot in op. It's like, if you were to ask me, like, what would I do as a champ card right now, in all seriousness, it would probably just be a good 2-cost code gate. Or a good 2-cost barrier. Like, you really... That's kind of, it feels like what the deck really wants. Or even just like a, yeah. Okay, which of these do I res here? Probably the, I actually think the Ice Wall is slightly higher value of a res here. I think Battlement is a... I think Battlement's not legal, right? Isn't it Terminal Directive? Holy shit, what is this draw, though? Are you freaking kidding me? What is happening here? Best champ cards, draw cards. Yeah, yeah. Honestly, like a 2-cost Battlement is legal. Okay, so I was in fact incorrect. I don't just want a 2-cost card, I want a 2-cost card that does something. Oh, it's 3 credits. Oh. You know what? I could have pulled this up and we could be talking about it and joking about it on screen this whole time. So I'm going to maybe do that while my opponent is resolving their running hot Nat turn, which probably should worry me, but just isn't. Let's see, we want to go to... Yeah, that's hilarious that it's literally just Ice Wall. Like, yeah, let's just go and get the... Okay, so if we pull up Battlement, we can do that. Oops. Okay, my opponent has spent their 1,000,000 click turn making 0 runs. Okay, so Battlement is 3 costs, 2... So they charge you an extra credit to staple 2 ice walls together. What a crime. What a crime. Oh my goodness. Okay, here we frickin' go. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go Ozef in server 1. Res... Oh, I can't res and pop my virus. And... Okay, we're just gonna do... Expend... This... Advance this... Score... Trashing the ice wall... Oh, I don't get to do the thing I want to do here. Oh, I always forget this. Okay, I just have to put a Rashida Jaheim in a new remote because I forget how the thing works. Okay. Opponent can't get through an ice wall still. I have 2 Audacity, so I can discard an Audacity for free, and a hedge fund. Okay. I see you shit-talking Red Sands, and yet I still see you saying Red Sands best set of all time. So, you gotta choose one or the other here. Man, do I just rely? I don't. I do the responsible adult thing. We'll shuffle those back. How about Nausea 1.0? Yeah, that's a card that I could definitely would want to pay influence for. Man, can you imagine, like, could you... What the deck I think really wants is a 2-cost Gatekeeper. It doesn't have to be as good as Gatekeeper, but something like a 2-cost Gatekeeper. Like a barrier that went up to 5 strength on res for 2 cost actually would be sick as hell. Okay, so we're gonna res purge, install Tucana in server 1. Then we're going to install this in server 1. We're going to advance this. Then we're going to Audacity. We're gonna score, trash, hit them with the Ozef. We hit the strike fund, and the... Okay, just strike fund. I thought we hit strike and the steel skin, but... okay, so we've got Border Control, Half Run, Sandstone. Do I have to put fucking white space on my remote here? What is my... Yeah, I think I do. That's hilarious. Okay. Yeah, I do just want more copies of Sandstone. I want a 2-cost Sandstone. Is that too much to ask for? I do wish that either of the 2-cost Wayland Econ assets and upgrades were like kind of playable, right? I think this is like a little bit sad that... Did I really open the... No, I didn't. Okay, thank God. I was like... all three. Yes. I got it. All three. What's the card I'm thinking of? Yakov? Like, I'm a little bit sad that Yakov just kind of doesn't work. Like, you need him... I need him to be res cost of 2, but like to refund you a credit on res or something. Or like refund a credit when he gets trashed. So that he's like a slightly better value prop. And similarly, like I would love to play Cyber Sand Harvester, but it's a little bit tricky to actually make work. It's just hard to like get this in a remote where you're happy to have it kind of just sitting out on the board. Oof. Yeah, this like triple audacity feels so excessive. This is also wild. There have been 4 points found, and there's 20 cards left in the deck. Like, there are 16 points in 20 cards here. Absolutely wild. I'm not quite sure what my opponent's game plan is. I think the fact that all of my agendas are in the bottom of the deck is going to be very good for my opponent. And I actually probably didn't need to Audacity that second Ozef. I probably could have just, you know, hit them with the Ozef. Oh, I don't have any 3-cost res. That's a bummer. Yeah, Celestial Spark. I don't know that Strigodic Resonator is going to do a lot in Op. Yeah, you can have a single here. I don't particularly care. Okay, so actually I just need to find the...
And now, broadcasting live from our near-Earth hub studio, we bring you this NBN special.
Okay. What are we gonna do? I think it's trash all of my HQ ice, the Winchester on HQ. I've got 2 Spin Doctors left, 2 hostile takeovers. I can throw I can like click for 2 credits and install a card in server 1. Got options here. I should have like scored out of the remote once, so I'd still have an Audacity, and literally any agenda I draw wins me the game. But this is the one of the issues with trying to test on JNet casual, and this isn't an invitation for all of you sharks to go and snipe me here. Though, like, I guess you can. I'm not really gonna stop you. But it's just like my opponent's having fun. They're doing something on their half of the table. It just doesn't involve anything that I'm doing on my half of the table. And my half of the table is meant to just be an engine to win. And the runner is just trying to get grit in the gears. And in this case, they are just getting ground down instead. I guess if everyone's on Turbine Cleaver, envelopment's kind of bad. But honestly, I think if people are on, like, Takobi, I don't mind envelopment as much. Because you're just looking to eat up their counters faster than they can build them up. And that is something you can be a bit vulnerable to. Okay, so I think I just go credit, install Kali testing, and see what they do. I don't actually have enough money to keep them out, but it doesn't particularly matter right now. Still no 3 costs. I was probably supposed to fetch, but I also discarded my Stavka, so it doesn't actually matter. I do res the sandstone here. I guess I'm gonna lose because I had there was only 6 points in the top 30x cards of my deck, which is a bummer. Like, this is a wild game to just lose, but we are going to lose here. There's no way we don't lose. Because literally all of our viruses are gone. All of our spin doctors are going to be gone. Yeah. I don't think I can win this. Jeez. But this is a disappointing one to lose, but not much. I think it's 6, 7. There's 3 agendas left. Yeah, there's no way. There's no world in which we don't lose. Wow. What a draw, though. I mean, so it goes. GG. Yeah, I actually needed to just score a slash and burn, just the hard way. That was my way to win this game, I think, because that would actually be the difference here. But hey, that's all right. Okay, this triple audacity is fucking killing me though. Okay, we're gonna put in a single Malapert. We're gonna cut a ice wall because I really am not that high on it. And go to a second Stavka, I think. This feels alright. I know I just made the deck much more expensive, but I feel like it's going to be a little bit more what I want to play. And like nothing was saving that game, right? That was just or no. Playing the way I was, that game was always going to be a loss. I don't think that game has to always be a loss, and you just have to accept that like the only thing I drew was my 4-2 and I have to score it. That's the correct way to play in that situation when my opponent's just doing whatever they want on their half of the board, not putting pressure. And the reason they weren't putting on pressure in part was I wasn't doing anything that required them to do pressure and scoring out of hand. Well, I didn't actually need to, so... Yeah, Colin, that's actually one of the things that I've been thinking about, is how to spend that 2 influence if you're... if you get it back, right? So, like, the idea is in that particular game, we could Stavka half run because even though they had 1,000,000 credits, we could invalidate it. Okay, so this is actually going to be a very slow starting game for us, I think, which is going to be, I think, Ice Wall and HQ, White Space and R&D, click for a credit. Next turn might be Sandstone Tucana. SF. But we'll see. Is booming economy a smurf? Given that they're unspecified and it's a somewhat meme name, I wouldn't be that surprised. Oh, they're playing 57 card Sable, so my smurf sense has gone down a notch or two. I think what I'm going to do is actually just try and bait out a bypass tool here.
Transmitting signal.
Oh yeah, thanks for the game, Toron. Yeah, I mean that was that was just, to me, it felt almost like a non-gaming Netrunner. The only agenda I drew for such a long time was the slash and burn in a deck that needs to score quickly, and I didn't get the message of my deck, which is okay, score the slash and burn, then you dummy, and then like you got your engine online. So well done, and yeah, okay, white space. I mean, I have to res this here, just have to. I was gonna say, if they stole an agenda here, that would be wild. But okay, Amakua coming down is not great. It's quite bad, actually. This is going south real fast. Okay. Yeah, no, this is, everything's fine here. Oh good, their mark is R&D, so we're completely safe. Completely safe. There's no world in which they're running HQ here. I say that, and it's not even really a joke. Why are they clicking to draw with Nuka on the table? That's a great question, and you'll have to ask them in the post-game chat. I actually think I maybe score this. No, do I have to score without rizzing the Tucana here? I think I do. No, here's what we can do. We're gonna really slow roll this. Yeah, the other line is actually just overwriting the hostile. Okay, if I draw an Audacity, I actually do just like send it, but I don't know that actually I can send it, given that I've already given up 2 points, but... Man, what are they afraid of in this remote? I don't know, but I'm just glad they haven't really get pressured. Yeah, there's nothing in there. Are they gonna run HQ? It's hard to run HQ here. Man, this is, I have to say, the kindest opponent I think I've ever seen. I think I put a Whoredom on R&D here. Hostile. Yeah, I think it's the Whoredom on R&D, probably. Now, they get the bad pub, but yeah, I mean, this Tucana is the biggest Tucana in the world. So my line is kind of tricky here. because I actually don't really have good ways of stopping them getting into the remote. I'm gonna value inside job and get rewarded because we now have the opposite game. Basically, JNet took my deck from last game, flipped it upside down, and then handed it to me. I'm just confused now. There's a part of me that wants a hostile score for value. And econ. I think that might actually be right. This is like awkward. I'm basically just taking a turn to make an econ play is what I'm doing here. Yeah, I mean, it is true. If I was going to advance this Whoredom, hushing it turns off the advancements. We do have Buzzsaw installed. Maybe if Stavka hits it, it does something. I mean, it could be that they are playing around me having tree line and going tree line on the Whoredom and retributioning their Buzzsaw and getting an unbreakable server that way. Oh, fucking Ice Carver actually does work here. Yeah, this is all fine. Literally, I can just preemptively Spin Doctor here. Oh, you love to see it, though. You love to see it. I wonder if I want to... What's the influence? Like, if we drop... Because, like, this is actually the board state where you... Oh, my opponent's going for a deep dive. Okay, so what 2-cost ice do I have in the deck that's left? I think there's none, right? Wait, can I half run them? No, I can't really. Oh, wait, they're not going for the deep dive. Okay. Just value single on HQ. Yeah, we're playing the Kali testing version. Okay, so what we're going to do is go advance, advance, advance. We're going to score. We're going to trash the white space, get a Malapert, put it in server 1. Then we're going to trigger Ozef Protocol. We're going to then trigger Malapert Data Vault to get a... let's get the Stavka. And then we're going to put down a 3-cost piece of ice on R&D. And then we're going to discard an Audacity. Alright, so my opponent's... Yeah, 50... Yeah. 56 card Sable deck. Okay, are we gonna Do we have a second inside job? Is that the idea here? So now we're going to inside job HQ. Oh, actually, no. Now we don't even need the inside job. We can get through HQ for like 3 credits. Then we can run R&D for... We actually could have done it last turn, though, because we've got the Ice Carver out. Okay. So I still get to do this. Okay. Need to encounter the ice. We will fire the unbroken subroutines. And I don't feel like I need to pay into these traces. It doesn't do much. I definitely could. Like, I could pay 3 credits to make them spend all just to keep a breaker. But I don't think it's quite worth it. Wait, they should get it. Okay. Okay. Okay, that's GG. We're just going to do this in a different remote, just for the flex value. All right. Well, that's more how I expect this deck to normally function, where you just are constantly having agendas in your hand. For those of you who missed, my opening hand was I mulliganed into 2 agendas, 2 ice, and the Tucana and Mando drew into a 3rd agenda, and just went boop, 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 and kind of played it out nice and slow. But yeah. Alright. This is fun. I am not... I mean, we haven't fired calibration testing yet. I can kind of see the threat of calibration testing. It being 2 cost is, like, not nothing. It's just been awkward with how things have actually lined up. It feels like you almost want... But I think it's just because I've been drawing these Tucanas every time. So... That's a game I can win. That is true, Toron. That is true. But maybe someone decided that Sable was the new host and just wanted to go real big. So, Salmir, I don't know. I don't see how you could possibly be reliably fetching calibration testing off of BC. I think the thing is you just stick it in the remote, and then when you draw an agenda, you install the agenda, calibration testing, fetch it to Kana, and score it. So it's just an honest fast advance tool that you're paying like a lot of influence for. Like you're spending 6 influence on 2 of these. And, like, I'm not sure that this is better than just playing good cards. But yeah, getting to Kana, I think, is the value you're trying to get off of it. So, that's probably enough. And we'll see. I'm also... I should try and actually figure out what my Ari list is going to look like for tomorrow. But... I'll figure that out in the morning. Tucana carrying Wayland. It's not played in outfit at all, I think. Tucana, though, I'm like... I'll be honest, like, in playtesting, I was playing it everywhere. And it was a ton of fun. and I hope that we eventually see it outside of faction at some point. Tucana PD was hilarious. I think it's not the best use of influence, but it was a lot of fun. Hey, Lanza. So... if the top of stack is known, is there a rules reason I can't relook at the top of the deck to remind myself? So... I think technically you are not allowed to look at the top of your deck. Now in practice, I don't see a world where one of two things isn't true. One, you can take notes. So if you're going to be playing a Q loop style deck, bring a notepad with you, flip it to a new page at the start of your match, and just write down the 2 cards, and then cross them off when you draw them. That would be my suggestion. And then in practice, if you tell your opponent, hey, I forgot my Q loop triggers, do you mind if I look? Every opponent should be, is going to let you look at the top 2, I think. But, yeah. Yeah, and actually, like, I almost could see a version of op that does, like, is my op, but puts in seamless launches and plays off-world offices instead of the last Ozef protocol. Like, you swap some cards around, so you're a little bit, you, like, drop the hostiles, you go to 2 off-worlds, 3 atlases, a, above the law. Wait. And 3 Oak Towns. That's still not enough points, though. 3 Oak Towns, 3 Atlases, 2 Off-Worlds above the law, maybe 2 Hostiles. And then you just play Seamlesses. You play, like, 2 Seamless Launches. That might actually be a good version. Yeah, Seamless to get an Atlas token does seem quite good. So is Tucana better than Malapert for PD? Yes, it's also less influence. And the influence does matter as well, I think. Like, it's Ice, Tempo, Draw, and Install, and Malapert is just Draw, and you already have kind of effective tutoring on the ID ability of PD for cards you would care about. Do I go for the really greedy line here? We're going to go for the really greedy line. Oh, that's a bummer. Augustus. I need to, one of the things I really want to do for my own interest is get the you abuse my powers as NSGOP. Am I just gonna, I think I double click this Malapert. Yeah, okay, we're gonna double click this Malapert, this Regolith, get a Malapert. We could get the Ice Wall to make this safe, but let's not play safe. Let's play on the edge. Yeah, Celestial Spark. I think Core nailed it exactly, though. But yeah, I need to look at the Continentals data and see if how many people were running my op card for card or within like 4 cards. So what did my opponent do? Click to gain a credit, click to install Paladin, play Strike Fund, steal a hostile. Don't love that. Advance, advance, advance. Score. Above the law can snipe an Earthrise. And I think Extract is the card I want the most here. I could also... Probably getting a piece of ice is good, but... like, I could see a world where you just grab Stavka every day of the week and you're pretty happy. Do I think I can push behind a single border control? Kind of want to go for it. Malapert is probably better than the Mad combo ops. Yeah, it definitely is. And actually, that's a deck I haven't tried to play at all. And definitely seems like it could do something. Okay, we're going to have Cleaver come down. You have to also install your Buzzsaw here. If you don't also install a Buzzsaw this click, you're just wasting your own time. Oh, fuck me. This deck only has a single magnet. Oh, no. I forgot that we don't have 2 magnets for some reason. Yeah, opponent should go and get this. Ugh. Okay. We need to put a single Enigma in this list. Mad Op is so ridiculously busted, but it buys to mod just as hard. Yeah, I believe that. That was always my problem with it before, I think. Okay, what are we cutting here? Probably the third Sandstone. 15 ice is so little for this list. Yeah, well, when you don't remember what's in your own deck, you're gonna... I mean, D, I went for the line too. I just went for... I think if this wasn't the magnet, that is a 100% safe line because we only have the one magnet. Y3 Sandstone? Sandstone into border control is great, and when everyone is on Cleaver, Sandstone's basically the best barrier in the game, in terms of cost benefit. All right, can we? Let's all say it together. Clown remote. It's actually at Core. I will say, like, my best op performances are when I'm tracking exactly the like. I have played enough of my version of the op to know exactly exactly what cards I'm missing. Like, I know. I will know how many ice I have of every type because it's just such an important thing to do. Ooh, I don't mind getting a Jacoby for free here. Sure, we'll shuffle my deck for fun. Okay, so I think it's just Hedge Fund, Ozef on server 1. And a Ice Wall on server 1. And the Ice Wall is not really there to tax. It's just there to become a 1-cost target. What? Wait, hold on. You have a 5-counter Mystic, and you're patchworking a Steel Skin? What the F is going on? I do not understand. Okay, we're gonna res Tucana. We're gonna score. We'll just trash this Ice Wall anyway. Oh, well, using Mamie discard to trigger Steel Skin. Okay. We'll trigger Tucana. Let's just go and... We're gonna do fucking this. I don't want to, I keep having these board states where I'm like, I don't know what to do. I actually definitely want the Stavka here. And then I've got one virus there, so I can discard the other and the white space. Maybe to trash your own grip is based so that you can use the buffer drive. I think the problem with Light the Fire is basically border control and ag confusion. I just don't see a world where you can consistently get through those two cards. Okay, so these calibration testings feel like the shittiest card in the deck. I'm sure I'm missing something. I'm sure I'm missing something German, but like, they just feel so bad. I think I sell this to Kana to install an ice wall on the outside of server 1. You should install a Kali testing so you can extract it next turn, yeah. It feels like I'm too poor and it's not actually accelerating me that much. Like, I'm going for this line because I have Ozef trash the Sandstone, which kind of does a lot of the same stuff. My opponent is going to have a lot of twinning counters, so I do actually have to threaten some way of winning the game. I think I'm supposed to like pop a border control for value calibration testing, but they ended up in the wrong place, so I don't get to do that. I guess actually what I'm supposed to do is... No, if I value Kali test and get the Tucana, I don't get the other trigger. That's okay though, because I'm not going to get... Yeah, it's fine. Because I can't put the Rashida down, so... Wait, this is such an expensive way. This is dumb. Okay, hold on. That's such an expensive way to do what I'm trying to do here. Well, I'm just gonna trash the Sandstone. Is that right? Yeah, it's fine. Okay. Ozef Protocol will trigger. We'll hit the num. Third resource, yeah, this is District 99. Tucana, let's go and put... I've got Stavka where I want it, so we're going to put the other Stavka on R&D. And then we're going to search for an extract. This Oshiko is set up for a different meta than the one we're playing in, and that's fine. I'm sad I haven't found a reasonable Padma District 99 deck. Are you sad about that? Are you really sad about that? Okay, so I guess this is where the calibration testing is good. Because I can install it in the remote, and it looks like a real card. And then I can extract it and show you that it's not a real card. Okay, my opponent is on 33 credits. So, like, they have something. Well, that's hilarious. Oh. If they win off this, I'm going to be, how you say, salty. And, like, their odds are not bad at actually winning off of 3 R&D accesses here. Okay, thank God. And I get to shuffle with Rashida here. We will shuffle. There we frickin' go. All right. Oh man, my opponent's making... This is... Okay, this interaction's hilarious. The Laga Poronia Shelter, Buffer Drive, Infinite Draw Engine. Why did we shuffle there? Because they saw the top 3 cards of R&D and did not steal any of them, and we needed to draw an agenda to win the game. That was the whole point of that shuffle there. Okay. I want to see how many advancement counters I can get on this card. I didn't really, but that's fine. Do you shuffle before the Rashida fires? Yes. Yeah. Rashida says you may trash Rashida Jaheim to gain 3 credits and draw 3 cards. And so yeah, it's a cost that you pay to then get the other half of the effect, and so you pay the cost, resolve the op trigger, then get the 3 and credits. So this deck is like, I want to play Value Anarch and just, like, push value on you, but I don't know how to actually evaluate which cards are good and which cards are bad. This, like, honestly, if my opponent doesn't install this District 99, their win rate goes up, I think. Like, I think there's some cool stuff here, like Patchwork, Buffer Drive, Lago Poronia Shelter actually seems kind of cool. I am completely unconvinced by these calibration testings, though. They seem so tough to make worth it. Like, having a second magnet just seems real nice. Salmater saying, are you on 2x Tucana? Yeah, this list is on 2x Tucana. I don't think you want to be on 1x Tucana because it is such an important part of the deck. I think my op list, Bath Top Water, is also on 2. Right? Yeah. Man, this is 15 influence. It does not feel like it. If Cali testing is just a Tucana fetcher and a fast operation, you can just make Tucana 3x. Yeah, I think that's right. Did you cut back on the Oak Towns? This is not my list. This is a list that's playing 0 Oak Towns, though. Yeah. This is an interesting conversation. This is actually one of the things I've been thinking about in Netrunner at the moment is, like, So, this list, I think, blew everyone's mind because it was playing 2x Katorgas. And people are like, why the heck is this playing 2x Katorgas? And I don't know that 2x Katorga is right. But it's doing the thing that you should do if you're going to play a recursion card, which is say, I'm going to have a bunch of high impact events, and I'm going to play around these events. I'm going to make these the central part of my game plan. Like, this is commitment. Like, there's no other win conditions other than Maker's Eye and legwork and diversion of funds and inside job. So it's like Katorga is basically meant to go and get those cards and then on occasion pick up other things for utility, because that's what recursion does. But like, this is as good as you can get. We don't have freaking account siphon or indexing or something that like run the game. Yeah, no, I think the 2x Katorga is really smart. I think it was like, I am a big believer that this deck was a great call for the meta that was actually shown. And like, CTZ did not, it's not like he was absurdly lucky to get the wins he got. He built a deck to do stuff. I don't know. Okay, where chat's going on about Rashida Jaheim lore. I don't know any lore. She gets the job done and then some. Cool. But is that a helicarrier? I guess that's some guy holding a gun. Maybe. Wow, this is sure something. This is actually an interesting sentence, because I'm pretty sure the data is actually the opposite. Yeah, it's like Tushka and Deep Dive are the remaining important cards, right? Yeah, Deep Dive is definitely one, and Shtushka is probably the other. Was she as ubiquitous in 2018 as she is now? That's a great question. You know, I actually probably do have the data set to answer that question somewhere saved in a hard drive. It might be on my old computer. Because I was doing a thing where it was going to be a part of my draft project, which I am going to try and target for 2024 Worlds. But I was just scraping all published deck lists from Netrunner DB between like October and December, with the idea that those were probably competitive. Those were going to be a little bit more competitive decks. Yeah, I mean, Alex, I will say, Man in the Moon's Intercontinental's winning op list had no Rashidas in it. Which, wait, op is back up here. Wow, it did not win Continentals, and you don't even make it near the most popular lists. Thank you everyone for giving Bathtop Water a shout. I did publish it the wrong week, but oh, interesting. Where are we? Okay, we want to get... Did he not publish the list? Is that why it's not no, Arctic... Nope. Okay, yeah, he must not have published the list. But yeah. Let's see. Hummity hum. I'm not sure if I'm actually feeling like playing that much more Netrunner. Apologies to everyone. Should I just fix that data and people can watch and we can chat and fix data together? That seems like terrible content. Build District 99 Padma. Was there something I was excited about building? Oh, you know what? Okay, I built this terrible ESA list. Let's give it a shot. Let's give it a shot. Oh my god, not again. There's a part of me that's like, if I might need to just stream me doing the Continentals ordering so that I can actually make myself get it done. Oh yeah, I could do. Oh yeah, this is what I'm doing. Lamb Begamot. Actually, yeah. So let's cut on the Bastion and Numb for some more powerful cards. Actually, probably Torga Breakout seems good here. And maybe the third Running Hot. Okay. I also realized maybe on the day where I released my getting into standard video, I should be like making sure my stream's especially new player friendly. If you are a new player who's tuning into my stream, thank you so much for coming out. Apologies that I have really been talking at a mile a minute without explaining any of my plays. You really should go to the Metropole Grid. He's the pro at this stuff. Let's see. There was something I was trying to pull up, and now I've already lost the thread. Hey, Progression, thank you for coming by. Alright, well, we were going to do fun stuff, and now we're not. Now we just have to grind Dythazar out for a win. Or, honestly, more likely a loss. Oh shit, it's a Spin Doctor. What is going on here? Okay, so the question is actually which is more important here, Ghost Tongue or Begamot? I think in this matchup, even with a Tatubolo on the table, Ghost Tongue is probably better. Because like that's all, despite having two cards that would be great to hit, this is what we have. Okay. Are we dead here? No, we live just barely. But we die to Punitive Counter-Strike. Cool. Nice. We got this done. We didn't get this done? What? Okay. Were those Fujis off of, like, mills? Did I just sabo 2 Fujis off the top of the deck? Alright, let me just put down a casual 8 cost worth of hardware. Of programs, I should say. Log said 1 from HQ, you think? Okay. Yeah, I'm clearly not paying the most attention this game. Can I win this with a 3-card hand size? I like want to go Lamb, run HQ. Is Begamot 2MU? Yeah, it is. Holy shit. My final rig, I think, is Lamb, Begamot, Numb. I maybe need more MU in this deck. Oh man, paying 2 to break a Tatu Bola. Oh man. Oh my goodness, this strike fund though. I mean, we actually probably do Chishdushka them here. 1 from HQ, 1 from the top. Draw. Yeah, we Chishdushka them here. If they're gonna let us do it. There's no archive traps I care about here, I think. 4 from the top of R&D. Let's go. Okay. Yeah, that's not what I mean. Sabotage good, turns out. Alright, well, undefeated. Guess we gotta play again. We'll probably go out on a loss tonight, I think. That was also an incredibly fast game. I guess they're not actually on a kill plan. They were just flooded. And I guess thought I wouldn't run archives. So that's payback for my earlier game with no points in the top half of R&D. But yeah, the theory around this is that Sabotage is actually probably good with everyone and their mother playing scoring corps again. Like, the number of agendas that people are playing is up quite a bit, and most of them don't want to defend centrals. And Anarch is still broken, even though I'm playing none of the broken Anarch cards, which is maybe the core problem in the deck, though Fermenter is a little bit difficult to play with the MU situation. Maybe they should have just made Marrow plus 2 MU, because, you know, we already have one 2-cost 2 MU Anarch console. Let's make all of them 2-cost 2 MU Anarch consoles. But, oh, Verum Venari, I definitely recognize. Alright, so we have our endgame engine. So now we just need like a good price hit, and I think we're all good. Did I ever test Ghost Tongue Joyride? I have not. And I really should. Maybe we'll do that as an actually fun thing to do. Oh, it looks like I did trap. Yes, I will gain 2 from Strike Fund. And then I will install... Do I want to install Marrow or Ghost Tongue here? Probably Ghost Tongue, right? Then we're going to draw. And we're going to click for a credit. Yeah, Ghost Tongue Joyride. Yeah, well, maybe, you know what? After this game... Oh, I'm in the wrong. Sorry. Sorry for blocking the log. Not my intention. After this game, I'll build some prepaid, or some Ghost Tongue Shaper. Yeah, no. It's going to be Joyride Shaper with Ghost Tongues. We'll play Into the Depths. We'll play, you know, Gambles, Laundries, Baya Bands. We can try it in probably not lat. I was about to say we can try it in lat. Okay, so if I click for 2 credits, I can actually land this Shtushka, but draw. Okay, that's good. Draw Paladin. And credit. I'm down. Okay, I can go down to my... I can have 1 labor rights left in the deck. It just means I can't play any strike funds, I think. Maybe I'm supposed to... The reason I kept this is because they're... Oh man, this has bad VSA numbers, though. Oh, I did not see how bad this is at breaking VSA. Probably the only reason this card's in the deck is to break VSA. Gamble, Begamot. Oh my goodness, I'm hitting all the cards I want to keep. Ugh. How much cheap? Wow. So, okay, we actually got them to Ice Archives. We can go into Archives for very few credits here. We have 3 core damage. Yeah, 1. This is the longest distance from 1 to 2 that has ever been. I think my theory is that we've got Strike Fund and Steel Skin in the deck. So sometime, and you're mostly not installing a Bassi anyway. Okay, so if we're playing, we're spending 6 influence on Ghost Tongue, 3 influence on Baya Bands, 1 influence on, 2 influence on Labor Rights, and 1 influence on Steve. Okay, this sounds plausible. So I think our turn looks something like click 1 Running Hot, draw, try and land a Cheshtushka on HQ via magic, and then just check archives. Oh, was there an... Oh no, like clicked for 3. I was like, what are they advancing here? Okay. So we're gonna go running hot, click 1. Draw. Laundry, R&D. No action. Run archives. Start to question the reality of Begamot. 3 credits to break a starlit night. Let's go. Ignore the 9 credits paid up front. All we get is an Oracle think take for this. And my opponent resin Amani Sinai. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, that's so funny. Oppo B1000. That's so fucking funny. That's so funny. That actually, icing archives was such a big brain play from them here. Oh my goodness. You know what? It's actually cheaper for me to not pay into this, because any of these cards I install for 2 credits. Yeah, I actually don't mind taking another core damage here. It's fine. It's absolutely fine. How often are you going to see a 7 strength Begamot? Yeah, I had not thought about the federal fundraising Sabotage interaction. That's why I went and finally trashed it. For all the good that's going to do me. Triple install. We get a Wage Workers click, and it's going to be the Epiphany click. Install a 3rd card. I think that's bait in the remote. Hey, we get there. We get to play with cards in our hand again. That's good to see. What are my thoughts on Epiphany? It is much weaker than I thought it was. I think, like, when you look at it compared to something like Near Earth Hub, like, it lacks the ability to make the runner interact. This Amani Sinai, though, is actually just nuts. It's getting a lot of value here. Amani Sinai has cost 8 credits, because I've refused to trash it. Okay, And then we're going to last click Chishtushka. Oh my goodness, we take a freaking tag here. Because this is... did not break with a decoder, and I am not going to break this with a decoder. There's just no world where I break this with a decoder. Okay, so I need 4 credits, or 3 credits, plus I need 8 total credits. I think we can maybe get there, because it actually is going to take my opponent a long time to score out. Nope. You can fire that. That can stay. I think I don't want to die to a single tag event. Okay, we're looking at B1000. Do we have the Jinteki guy? What is happening here? The biggest issue is that B1000, I do kind of have to... Oh no, I don't have to... I have a lot of ways of dealing with it. Okay. Do I want to go back down to 1 card in hand? Sure, why not? What's the worst that can happen? We remove a tag. Yeah, this is not a good play, but that's okay. Ping me, baby. Yeah, we can break an Archer for 3 credits, Brand for 1, with a mighty VSA, indeed. I'm really trying to dig for my last labor rights here. It's the card that I need to, like, win this game. I actually think I kind of have to be playing for a deck out here, probably. Though maybe this Bravado gets me enough money. Technically, the VSA only costs 1. No, this... Oh, yeah, it technically costs 1. Yeah, I mean, I'm just YOLOing this game. That's just fine. Yeah, this build of Essa, I don't think is the build, but I do think it's not. I think it's showing that if you want to play Begamon into Bran, I actually think it's pretty doable. You might want to play a Leech. And then maybe you could actually justify playing a Bassi, but... yeah. Or maybe I should be playing Chisels. You know, play Chisel Devil Charm. Oh yeah, Blaze Barrier makes a lot of sense. What are we recurring from archives here? It has to be a non-agenda. A second ice protecting archives. If this is 2 Starlit Knights, I can let the first one fire. Do I jack out here? If this is an agenda, I don't want to access it here. I actually think my play here is labor rights for Chishushka and try and mill my opponent. Until they show me they can actually score. Okay, we have to play the labor rights now. Probably for labor rights. Shtushka. Shtushka. Oh, you're right. I do have to hunt for the second bladderwort. Or I could just hunt the first bladderwort, right? Oh, that's why they did all these reses, was to duck bladderwort. Now it makes sense to me. Yeah, 10 cards in archives. I feel like that's okay. But oh, that is how that works, isn't it? Lol. Yeah. Run the archives, I think. Alright, so I just need 8 credits plus those that I need to steal up Alona. Oh, but I'm going to lose something to Amani Sinai. Yeah, B1000 actually fucking me up here. Did they trash my paladin at some point and I missed it? They must have. That's really funny that that was a priority for them. What an interesting choice of cards to return to my hand. What did I trash? Okay. What do I need here? I need a labor rights. I need a laundry. And a laundry, probably. I don't think I still get a sabotage if it gets bounced. Okay, so it turns out B1000 VSA OP, and I actually need to put back a Bassi here. But GG. Alright. This list, not it. Probably, though, if I do this, right? Oh, I didn't realize I was on 3 Begamonts. That's probably too many. But we're going to make that one change and say that fixes the entire matchup. Oh, am I not on raindrops for some reason? That's wild that I'm not on raindrops. Okay, so we cut a Katorga. We cut a Begamot, probably. We cut a Running Hot. I think we're good. Oh no, but we actually said we were going to do something else. We're going to make this game, play one game of it, and then call it a night, I think. Okay, so we actually need to spend a lot of influence. So we're either playing Arasana or Tau, basically. Or we could play Ayla to try and get this engine up consistently. Right? So this is... Hey, thanks, Brennan. I appreciate that. I have lots of thoughts on it, but I'm trying to let those go and just take the praise honestly. And hopefully people have some improvements they want to see for the next time I make that in a year or so. Do we just want to go like true old school? What did we say? It was legwork? No, it was labor rights and DJ. Why did I feel like I had 3 more influence spent? Biopans? I mean, we can do a legwork now. Yeah, I think I just miscounted influence. I have a legwork, a labor rights, a DJ. I'm not playing Clot. So arguably you should do 2 Bia, Clot. Probably like 2 Simul chips. I think we... Oh, right. It was going to be on breakers. But you know what? We're going to do fucking Euler Gauss Echelon to Kobe. No, we're going to do Turbine. Anacam is definitely the console. Maybe we do want prepaid voice pad. What do we also want? We want... we want Into the Depths. Do we want, like, a compile? I feel like if we're going to be on Euler Gauss, we actually maybe do want to be on a compile. Oh, creative commissions, yes. Probably a deep dive. Seems good. Overclock is fine. Yeah, that's a good one. Okay. Okay, so Ayla is, look at the top 6. So we would set aside this, 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 and this probably. It's a very slow start. This is bad. I guess we'd like stick the labor rights there so we don't have to draw it. Yeah, this is kind of what I want. How close are we to Q-Shook 2? Quite far. Euler, Gauss, Ghost Tongue, and that's it. Yeah, clicking to draw value events does feel bad. I mostly just want to try and hit the Ghost Tongue consistently. So how many events do we have that cost 2 or more? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, we can probably play 2 prepaids instead of the next 2 worst cards in our deck. Which might be a single simul chip. And maybe a single SMC. It is a lot of ones. It's not that many ones. We probably do need to be on 3 SMC. Maybe we don't need the Maker's Eyes. Are we getting value off of buy-up bands? We'll find out. And Golo is better than Euler? Yes, it definitely is. As much as I love Euler, it's better here. So we'll drop the compile then. We can put the Makers back. We already have a Makers. We could also go to the second simul chip. I feel like maybe because we've got 3 into the depths, it might actually be correct to do something like this. What the heck is Pencil doing up? It's like 3 a.m. or something. Apparently not. I think I just don't play a lot of JNet. I haven't seen Pencil, honestly, in quite a while playing. But is the Marathon Ghost Tongue interaction worth considering? Probably not. Celestial, I think, to be honest, like, I think Baya Band's Dirty Laundry is going to do a lot of the same stuff, but better. I mean, I do remember when he would fall asleep and play testing voice chat, but he would also do that at random ass times, so, Marathon plus Ghost Tongue plus Penny Shaver equals $. Yeah, I mean, I think the actual combo is probably Marathon and Neas. Oh, does it die to Spin Doctor on the table? I hadn't even noticed that about Marathon. I thought Marathon... Wait, hold on. Let's pull up Marathon and so that we can take a look at this. When that run ends... Oh, no, it doesn't have to be successful. Oh, if the run was successful. Read the whole sentence, Jeff. Read the whole frickin' sentence. Yeah, that's crazy. That's so tough. That's so tough to play. Yeah. I mean, hey, maybe with Ghost Tongue you can make it work, but that's why you bring out the second Marathon. Yeah. Yeah, we need a Kushik, but for events that you've played this turn. How could you do that? How could you do that? Three steps ahead is close. I'm trying to think. It's like, I want like a Kushuk style effect where it's like, yeah, you could have it be a lockdown type thing. But it would be really awkward. It's like, when you play this card, name a number. So then you have to mark that number on the card. Then every time you play an event, put a second type of counter on the card. Band's Laundry do also die to Spin Doctor, but they also give me forward tempo when I'm not trying to just run remotes for nothing. Bring Storm to Netrunner. Ah, that'd be... As someone who only watches people play Storm, I'm like, oh, that's sick. As someone who would actually have to play like in a format where Storm was actually a thing, oh god, please no. Though I would, like, seeing... I'd kind of like to see something like Dredge, like how you could do Dredge or Convoke in Netrunner. Storm, Andre, is... every time a spell is cast in Magic the Gathering, the storm count ticks up, and then some cards have the keyword storm, and so when they tend to be like overcosted for like a very bad trigger, but you repeat it for every storm count. So it's like, oh yeah, if 10 spells have been cast and then I play this card that has Storm on it, I get to cast it 11 times without having to pay the cost on the additional things. So like it ends up being a little bit degenerate and doing lots of yeah. Players do just track Storm every turn, yes. Or in formats where Storm is relevant, the Storm player is obligated to go, okay, Storm count is every time. And like there's some Storm decks that work on both, like that seem to work on the opponent's turn, so it's just like a fun time all around. Yeah, Storm decks will track it, everyone else will ignore it. And it is a mechanic that I think basically they stopped printing for I'm sure a variety of reasons, but yeah, I mean, Magic now has a bunch of these effects where it's like, oh, one player can opt into adding a whole new mechanic to the game. And I think that's kind of an interesting thing about Magic that isn't really true in Netrunner. Like the mechanics that have been added in later Netrunner sets have basically been currents, lockdowns, and then like everything else is like kind of just like the card explains the card. They don't like add a new like zone or thing. And so that ends up making a yeah, that's true. Yeah, double terminal priority. Those were hot tech. Yeah, no, that's a good shout out. Yeah, it's amazing. Like, it's interesting for like a game as old as Netrunner. It's like a pretty conservative design space. I will say, like, yeah, I'm trying to get together a okay, let's see. So we wanted Ghost Tongue. We probably want the labor rights. Honestly, the deep dive isn't bad to find here either. And maybe we put the turbine in. Ah! I mean, this hand seems great. So I think our turn is click to pull the Ghost Tongue, click to install the Ghost Tongue, play Creative Commission, and hopefully Dirty Laundry as well. Man, that's so slow. Oh my god. I guess I can actually literally just value into the depths. Okay, so my opponent's playing 54 card Asa. So we gotta watch out for Prison. You know, Andre, I did not run the numbers, and I probably should have. I think Ayla does, like, I remember doing the math a while back because of an argument with Diogenes, and Ayla is marginally better. Like, she is just a hair more consistent. And so, like, if I was to do this deck seriously, yeah, you probably swap over the Dow and cut 5 slots. It's probably a prepaid, a simul chip. Maybe a Into the Depths and a Joyride, something like that. I've had that exact same argument with the exact same man. Yeah. No, that man does love an Ayla deck for some reason. Man, I really don't like that Ayla does this. I don't think I can play this deck in Ayla again, just because of what this is doing to the screen. Where, like, it doesn't matter how zoomed in or out I am. It's adding this scroll bar. I guess I can just play at the top of the scroll bar. Okay, so they install. Draw, gamble, simul chip. When you did the math, you consider that for every card you pull off of NVRAM, Tau could have clicked to draw one from the deck. It has been a minute. Maybe we'll do that after this game. I think I did. Like, I tried to be very... Oh, fuck the Luminal, though. Oh well. Oh, you know what? I was supposed to fucking Into the Depths of the Wage Workers there. I might still be supposed to Into the Depths of the Wage Workers, and then if they res, I just Makers. I think that's actually the line. Because I have just such a brick right now. Draw Into the Depths server 2. This is basically just clicking to run, but with more steps. Actually, someone on the GLC Discord posted that they were trying to make an interface to just quickly fiddle with the CSS, and I was like, holy shit, that would be sick. Okay. I actually think I need to go and install my Euler here. I could also install the Gauss, but I think Ngolo is the card I want here. Now we're going to overclock server 1. I'd kill to be able to rebind JNet. So, yeah, I don't think this was trying to do any rebindings. I think this was literally just making us some CSS nonsense. Oh my god, Drafter is a fucking beast. Why is Drafter like the most powerful ice in the entire game? What a freaking card. And it's a Rashida. Oh, I was like, oh, maybe that's on the agenda at least, but no. It's a freaking Rashida. Oh. Oh, that's so bad. So bad. Oh my goodness. I'm broke as hell right now. I think I might buy a Band's HQ trying to get just rip value. Oh, actually no, I'm gonna buy a Band's the Wage Workers and actually just... Oh, no, my opponent has the Wage Workers into... Fully up. I don't think we're winning this one, folks. I don't think we're winning this one. Okay. This is awkward as hell. I have to discard down to 4. Oh no. So what are the 4 cards I want? I think it's Joyride, Gamble, Overclock, Makers. So I think it's Credit, Gamble, Joyride. And then we're gonna overclock something if they haven't done something for some reason.
And now, broadcasting live from our near-Earth hub studio.
And then we'll just try and like play a buy bands on the G's and like install and trash or something. Except both of our buy bands are gone, so that's not actually gonna happen. Okay, in my defense, I will say though, my opponent having 2 cards, 2 cards put in a remote, a 3rd install, and the full, I guess I don't need a 3rd install, but yeah, just install fully off was a very good run out for my opponent here. Man, Drafter Ablative. Ugh. We're going max greed. Okay. Do I save the Joyride for next turn? And just overclock the wage workers instead? Oh my god. What the... How is it always the most annoying ice? Yeah, you get to keep this wage workers. That's wild. Oh my goodness, that sucks. I should probably run the Nico campaign there, because it's not going to be the 3rd drafter, and it's not going to be an Ansel. But... Okay, so click 1 Joyride this turn. I actually think we could have had a reasonable like click 3 Joyride and it wouldn't have hurt us there too much, but yeah, letting these assets live is definitely a choice from me. I know, I actually kind of feel like maybe Mimic Turbine is actually all you need in this meta. And you just say, oh, if you Stavka, you Stavka, but I'm Shaper, so I've got Simul Chips anyway. Yeah, losing the commission turn 1 did hurt a lot. Yeah, we wanted to lose the Into the Depths, not the Creative Commission. Maybe it was correct to not play the Ghost Tongue and like just give up on those 2 credits. Because we wanted the 4 credits more. Wait, did we lose the launcher? I thought we lost the commission. Oh, hey. I honestly do not mind the wave firing here. Okay, so this is a Stegodonk deck, I guess. Let's just go get rid of this Nico campaign. No, let's get rid of this Nico campaign this way. Gain 4, trash the Nico. Did we trash it 2 Nikos this turn, or did I let that live? No, I let it live. Okay. Already forgot. Is this going to be a off-world office? If it's a Vitruvius, I don't think I mind too much here. I might do something like Maker's Eye, draw, get the deep dive off of the Envy Ram. That seems like a very greedy play. So it doesn't take that much for me to get through this. To get through this server, I mean. Okay, so my opponent does have a former carry down. Okay, Maker's Eye is fucking lit, and I will hear nothing said against it. And let's add Deep Dive and just go and win next turn. You know, a single Pishasau is probably correct. Please be Reaper Ronin kill. What could we do? Yeah. Fully op. Let's go. So how much does this fully, how much does this, so we need to have, oh no, we actually can play Deep Dive from 0 credits. That's sick. I mean, it's not that good, but it's certainly something. Is there any, could this just be the biggest Vitruvius, just triple advance of Vitruvius, fully op for, and have 3 Vitruvius counters? That would be such a flex. Watch out for the Project Ares, yeah. I don't even think Project Ares does anything, right? Because we have Simulchip on the board and it only trashes 1 card. Right? How many cards does Project Ares trash? It's been too long since I thought about this card. Trashes one of their installed cards for each advancement token over 4. Okay. 1 per over advance. So they could make me trash 2 cards here. Which probably ends up being like Angolo prepaid and like Simulchip back the Angolo, or really just Simulchip prepaid, right? Midnight 3 Arcology. Wait, we're gonna do the thing, right? We're gonna draw a bunch with Fully Op. And then we're gonna play a fucking Andre's favorite card for plus 17 credits. Your digital life. Your digital life. I mean, like, my opponent 100% can't do this, but we're playing for fun here. If they don't Your Digital Life here, Biotic Labor, Your Digital Life. What are we gonna do? Are we gonna Biotic Labor? So Wage Workers has gained them a click this turn. They advanced once. Right? very weird sequencing on this turn. Oh, they're actually calling the deep dive. Though I don't think it matters because I think I can just simul-chip the Ngolo. Yeah, former carriers will be annoying for me here. Big deal, I think I do have to trash. Oh my god. No, you can fire this drafter. You can just fire this drafter. I don't care. Fire it. Don't worry about the fact that I'm letting you fire a drafter. Oh my god. Adding your digital life. Yep, yep, yep. Please install a Rashida. Not like an ice on archives. There's no ice. Oh no, there's definitely an ice in hand. If there's not an ice in hand, I don't know what my opponent's doing. Oh, sorry, Celestial Spark. I did not answer your question. Project Ares is not legal. It has not been legal for like years and years and years. It rotated. Yeah, I think I'm pretty sure revised core is correct. So that would be back in like 2017. Oh, this was actually in revised core. So no, it was 2019 that this rotated. Wait, FFG put Project Ares in revised core? Man, game design is really, really hard. Because this is just a wild decision to include this card. Yeah, that's the Rev Core symbol in the bottom right-hand corner. Okay, I think I still actually have to force this, even though it's not going to go off. But maybe I don't. Maybe I bail here. I think bailing is right because I can just Makers next turn. And I have some econ left in the list. FCOM was legal, yes. See, I think the Morningstar actually makes sense to me. Morningstar, I think, is pretty justifiable in a very funky, roundabout kind of way. I think my opponent wins this turn. I think I was actually supposed to run archives just to make them res stuff. Hold on. Yeah, I mean, we still lose, but, like, you gotta at least, like, play correctly here. Though, honestly, I'm just being a dick here. I should actually just concede. Because there's no... Actually, no, I do have a way to win this, stupidly enough. I think. No, I don't really. Yeah, actually, I'm not supposed to trash the echelon. I'm supposed to just flip the simul chip, the SMC, into a clot there. Opponent has to discard here. So my actual plan is to get them to cycle the Spin Doctor and then Maker's Eye R&D. Oh, Revolver would be kind of fun in this deck. Though I think Echelon is just so good in faction, it's kind of hard to... I feel like what's my stack? It's got to be a bunch of econ cards. This could still be okay for me. If they reveal any agendas. Come on. Ugh. Okay. We just gotta run archives here, I think. Oof. GG. It's my deck. Oh my goodness. Econ. Oh well, so it goes. Okay, let's quickly open up the hypergeometric just to look at what the comparison is. Okay, population size 45. We have 2 successes in the population. I like open up a. Ooh, oh, I know there's a. I somehow have never learned the shortcut for reopen close tabs. Control Shift T. Thank you. Am I not signed in on this browser? No, I am. Fantastic. Okay, great. So we've got Tau before Mulligan, after Mulligan, +1 draw, +1 draw. Okay, so No, stop. Okay, 42, sample size 5. We want 1 in our sample. 23%. 23.718. Wait, I already forgot the number. 237. Hey Jeff, there's this amazing thing called a copy and paste button. Okay. Okay. And then after mulligan, it is 1 minus this. To 2. And then plus 1 draw is I need to look at the sample size of 6. So 0.2807. So the way you calculate this is slightly differently, where it's equal to 1 minus this times 1 minus this. Which should be slightly higher. 2807. Why is this number... No. After mulligan is saying this is it. So yeah, this after mulligan's not right. No, it's not right. Yeah, it is. Okay, yeah, it's basically this plus should be 1 minus x to the x. Wait. I don't think so. Because basically what we're saying is we have about a 75% chance of missing. But if we look at the chance of that we miss twice, it's 0.75 times 0.75 approximately, right? So we can take 1 minus that. Oh, is this wrong? Okay, hold on. So if I actually take the probability, what I want is this time. Oh, you're right. It is 1 minus this. Yep. I was off by the 1. Yep. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. So this is equal to 1 minus. Yeah. Thank you. I knew that there was something that wasn't right because it should be higher probability, not lower. It's 1 minus this. To the 2. And then this is 1 minus this. So it's about a 45%. Yeah. Thank you, guys. So 45% chance. And now we've got Ayla. So before, or we'll just call this the NVRAM. We've got 6 shots. We've got a population of 45, sample size of 6. Let's do the same thing. No, it's 25.15. Before mulligan. And so now we have 41. And we've got a sample size of 5. So it 1 minus this. No, hold on. Okay, so this is the before mulligan probability. So the actual probability that I want is that you miss twice. So it's 1 minus 1 minus times 1 minus. What's wrong here? Yeah, you kind of do have to set this up properly, do it conditionally, but... Oh. Roll C3. Then after mulligan. Which is the same 0.23171. So we are at 1 minus 1 minus this value times 1 minus this value. So you're getting about 10% more likely to hit the card. And you only get this extra draw effectively 25% of the time. So it's like almost a... yeah, right? So if it's really the difference, if you find it in the mulligan... Yeah, so for a blank ID, you're finding Ghost Tongue about 10 to 15% more. Well, okay, so the difference is 41.8 to, or, yeah, so it's, if on NVRAM, your bonus is this minus this, basically, right? It's that 10%. And then if it's in mulligan, then you're just looking at these two values, which is 1 minus that to the 2. So actually, so 15%, basically, yeah, so the entire advantage that Ayla gets is landing it in your NVRAM. Is I think a way to look at this. Like basically, if all that Ayla does is go down to a 41 card ID, then the only advantage she has at seeing it is it's showing up in the end. No, that's not really right. No, it is. Yeah, if you miss it on the NVRAM, you're still worse off than Tau, is a way to think about it. And so your actual advantage is basically this 10%. And so the question is having a blank ID worth getting the Ghost Tongue? And I think the answer is probably not. Because let's say, how many draws do we need to do to get there, right? So let's say our sample size is 8. So now we're at 0.36. So if I change this number to 0.36, yeah, we've already we're just about matching. Point 4 is definitely gonna, I think, put us over the edge. Okay, so yeah. So basically, Ayla is worth about 4 draws in terms of finding the Ghost Tongue, which is actually makes exact sense, right? Yeah, wow. Okay, so this is what I remember seeing out of the math, but I hadn't broken it down that, like, the entire advantage, which, of course, it makes sense, right? 41 card deck is going to be worse than the 40 card deck for finding a 2 of. or for finding exactly what you need. So it's just about the NVRAM, and then you're basically giving up a click, which then means you should just more or less be playing Tau, because that 10% is not worth it. I mean, I don't think it... Ayla won't be completely banked because we have 3 other cards in there. It's so difficult. Like, I think it's like, if there's no ice in the meta, then maybe that could be an argument. But, like, you can imagine even that last game we just played, if we could have swapped stuff around, it would have been pretty good for us. Yeah. Anyway, I think that's going to do it for me tonight. Thanks everyone for tuning in. I will see you all next week. And I guess I'll be guesting on Andre's show on Thursday, so people should tune in to the Metropole Grid. I'll be doing some Eternal then. If you're in the Boston area, I'll see you at the GNK tomorrow. And if you're not in the Boston area, you should show up to the AMT. That's also tomorrow. Cror is going to do a fantastic job of running it. And it should be fun to see what people bring to this Hoshiko-less meta. Or not Hoshiko-less meta. This DreamNet-less meta. It's a very different statement. I might actually try and do comms for the first round or two. I think with that said, thank you all for watching. Thanks for those of you who clicked on my video. This is definitely not a video probably for a lot of the people that are chatting in this chat. I would say you can skip this video. It's not really for you. But it is me talking about why I think people should go from Gateway to Standard and skip Startup entirely. I think it's just the better format to play at the moment, basically. And the learning curve is equally as steep. So, anyway, have a good night, everyone. And I'll catch you all next week.